Hey guys, welcome back to Fable Stan, and this is Kim. I am planning to make a few videos today, but I kind of just want to start with the vlog. So this is just like a casual vlog. I'm just gonna babble about my life, and feel free to not watch it if it's not something you're into, but I just kind of feel like I want to post a vlog. So here we go. To get all the babble out before I get to what I really want to say. So first of all, I don't know if you noticed, my hair is gonna change a little bit. It's I'm wearing like this now. I'm trying to grow all my hair. I'm trying to have long hair, and that's been interesting because back then I didn't really care a lot about my hair. I mean, it had to look on point. That's interesting because I feel like I was always in this struggle of like wanting to have a really cool hairstyle but not willing to put in the time and the effort and the money to really maintain it. So it's always been sort of stuck in this hairy limbo state in which like I try to have some kind of style, which I still enjoy. I didn't hate my hairstyle or anything, but it just like didn't really take the necessary steps to do what I wanted to do to like make it better or something. I don't know. I'm trying to grow my hair, and I actually did not know that the world of hair care and hair growing and just styling your hair depending on your hairstyle, the shape of your face, it's a complete different world. Like it's an entire universe just in and of itself, like just on its own. It's so many things. I didn't know that if you want to grow your hair you can take biotin. I didn't know that there's this thing called the inverted method or the reversed method where you try to massage your scalp with olive oil or coconut oil, and then you can just like do like a handstand and then just kind of reverse your head or something, whatever, and then just try to stimulate hair growth. I didn't know that, and I didn't know there's like different ways of combing your hair with different types of combs that could result in different types of hairstyles, and there's like different types of straighteners and curlers and hair products that could help you maintain your hair and style your hair. I was like completely blown away. I did not know that there's so many tips and tricks and suggestions when it comes to hair care. So it's been an interesting journey for me because I definitely want to look into taking care of my hair more and just having a really good hairstyle, because when it comes to fashion I feel like I'm more casual, but now that I'm thinking of it, I just feel like I kind of just want to have like really good hair, and then that would be like my thing, you know? And I also haven't had long hair for a really long time. The last time that I had my hair long was like around like up to here. I think it was in high school. That was like a decade ago. A bit more than a decade ago. No, just about a decade. Yeah, about a decade ago, I would say. And then after that, I just always had short hair or medium length hair, mostly short hair. They were all pretty short, just because short hair is so much easier. Takes so much less time to dry. You don't have to like maintain, the quality of your hair as much. Or maybe you did. I just didn't care as much. But now I kind of really care about my hair. I just want to explore this whole new world, because I just feel like I haven't really been exploring my feminine side, just because when I was growing up and when I was a teenager, I was a really insecure kid and I didn't really believe that I could look pretty enough, so I just never really explored my feminine side, or just kind of rejected my feminine side, even though I think I'm kind of like, I'm a pretty feminine person. It's just that I also I have some quirks and goofs that tend to neutralize the stereotypes within my gender. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I just, like when I was in high school, I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be the cool girl because I couldn't rock the really feminine and girly look, so I wanted to be cool, right? And I wanted to be angsty and emo, and then when I kind of grew more confident, I wanted to explore my style more, but I feel like in the back of my head, I just rejected feminine or femininity as a thing, just because I feel like to embody that means I have to look pretty or beautiful, and then I didn't feel confident enough to embody all those things. So, but right now I feel differently. I just feel like, hey, it's just another side of me that I want to explore. So, in case you're wondering, this is biotin gummies, and it's good for hair, skin, and nails. So I'm taking like 2 gummies every other day because I want to make sure my body can actually process all those bouncing. I mean, I'm pretty sure nothing bad is gonna go down, but you never know, right, when taking all these nutrition supplements. So thanks to my good friend Yuko who gave me that tip. She's like, you should probably take it slow with these supplements, since sometimes I also take fiber. I also take like enzyme pills. So I mean, I'm not taking like a lot of this other stuff, but I feel like that's a pretty good tip, just to watch the nutrition intake and everything to make sure your body can process all that stuff. Okay, so that's the first update with me, I guess. I'm trying to grow my hair, and this might gross you out, but I'm trying not to wash my hair as often, because before I would wash my hair every single day. Like, every day is compulsive behavior. Like, if I didn't wash my hair in the morning, I could not go on with my day. But that actually ended up damaging my hair, and then my hair got so dry, especially the ends. They would get really split. It would look like haystack, and it just got really dry, and my hair, or my scalp or something, like to overcompensate the oil, like the natural oil that was supposed to be in your hair, to compensate the oil that was lost, it would just pump out even more oil. So more often than not, back then, I would just find myself just have this really oily forehead. It would just have oils dripping down. I mean, not that dramatic, but it was just, it could tell that it was oily and everything. So that was gross. So I've been experimenting. I'm trying to wash my hair like every other day. And that's interesting. It's actually, my hair is actually producing less oil, and my forehead is less oily, but it just, like, the thing is, my hair gets flattened down, so, which is something I don't like, but there's always dry shampoo. So yeah, right now this is like right after a dry shampoo, so it's kind of puffy, but kind of not. But this part is like, yeah, I'm trying to grow out my bangs right now. It looks really awkward, so just pretend that it's normal. Yeah, just pretend. And I apologize if it looks too oily on camera. But yeah, anyhow, so yeah, I'm trying to grow out my hair. And another thing that happened recently was I took my cat to the vet, and this is a new vet that I went to, because before that I went to 2 different vets. The first one was completely just horrible, because the vet, it was like a free examination that came with the adoption, because I adopted him from the animal shelter. So then with that came a free examination. So I went to the clinic. It was terrible. Like, it was really stressful because I waited like 40 minutes. I think the vet must have felt like, oh, it's just a free examination, why waste my time? Just let her wait. So I waited 40 minutes, and I look really young, right? So usually when like adults when they see me, they don't see another adult, they just see, like, basically their first impression would be like, where are your parents? So that I would often get treated as a kid, so that they would try to be really pushy, which is bad because when it comes to my personality, I'm not naturally confrontational. If you saw my panda video, so I just feel like I would get put on the spot a lot, and then they would try to anyway, the first vet was just completely bullshit. Like, he made up this vaccine that I needed to get for my cat. He's like, oh, you know, the shelter and the hospital before that gave him like part 1 of his vaccine. It was like something to do with heartworms or whatever. And then he's like, no, we have to go give him part 2. So I guess I was like, okay, if it's good for him, I guess. And then they try to give me all these different products. And then one of their nurses lied to me about, I don't know if it was just a mistake on her part, or they were just collectively lying, because they told me that there's this thing that prevents fleas from growing like inside of his fur, and then it's a drop that you drop like into the back of his neck. That's actually a seasonal product. You have to apply it like every single week or something for like a couple weeks, I forgot. And then it'll just be effective for that entire season. But I was told that that's going to be permanent. It's like, if you apply that, your cat will be free of like flea problems, and just, you wouldn't grow any like insects on, you know, he wouldn't have any insects on his fur even if he goes outside. So I got it. I was like, okay, well, if it's like good for my cat, right? And then he just made me spend a bunch of money, and then it was terrible. But good thing I actually managed to return all the stupid shit that I bought, because I was like, this is bullshit, this is misinformation, if you're not gonna return my money, I'm going to make a case. So they returned my money. Anyway, first bed was really bad. Second vet was really meh. Second vet was really nice to me on my first visit because he knew that I had a bad experience with my previous vet. And every time I went after that, I went by myself. I think the first one, my mother went with me. So I guess there was like an adult there because I didn't look adult enough. And then the second time, the third time that I went, I was by myself. He just did not give a shit. Like, just because I was like in a hoodie and I looked like a 16-year-old kid. So he just did not give a crap, even though I was like clearly my cat's pet guardian, but he didn't care. So that was that. And after, it's just so hard to find a vet that you could trust. You know, a vet that actually gives you information and tries to educate you. I mean, they don't have to be like super duper angelic, but I'm just like, it just sucks when they're just, when you can sort of sense that, I mean, like everybody's trying to make money, right? So they would recommend products to you, so that makes sense, I get it. But it's just like, sometimes they would just recommend these unnecessary things just to make you pay for them. Like one time my cat swallowed a really long string of yarn. It was like this long. I was really worried because I was afraid I would get entangled in his intestines and it would have to get it out through surgery. So he just swallowed it. So I was advised to take him to the vet. They will make him puke it out because it would still be in the stomach. So they went and they gave him this injection that kind of paralyzed him because one of the side effects was vomiting. And then it didn't work. He didn't vomit. So they gave him this something peroxide and he vomited right away. And I was like, why didn't you give him that in the first place? And you have to put my cat through that paralysis of not knowing what's going on. And he had to like feel his muscles weaken, and it didn't even work. It was like a half and half chance of him vomiting when you could have just given him blah 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 peroxide to make him vomit right away. Like, what the fuck? And I have to pay for that thing, that the injection that they it was complete meh. I mean, he didn't do anything in particular to harm my cat, but I just feel like he also did a bunch of other bullshit that made me feel really uncomfortable, so I moved on. So anyway, long story short, I decided to try this new vet, which has holistic care and conventional care. So I thought, I'm really into the idea of like holistic care. So I went, and they're really nice. And what was my point? Initially, my point is I've always been worried about my cat being a little bit too fat, or it's just that he's kind of chubby. So I asked my vet, I was like, is he fat? Is he chubby? Like, how? He's like, he kind of squeezes his little like sides, and he's like, yep, he's overweight. He's overweight, he can't feel his ribs, and there's like a little pouch underneath. So yes, he is officially fat. He's been pronounced overweight, fat, so he's a chubby kitty. So we have to adjust his diet even more. We do like, I just like schedule feeding with him, but I think we leave the food down for too long, even though he finishes in the next half an hour or so. It's still too long. Like, I think apparently right after he leaves the plate, you're supposed to just take the plate away. So he'll get into the mentality that, okay, when there's food available, I better consume it. I can't return to it. I think that messes up with their cat mechanisms or something. I don't know. So that's another thing. Vet bills. If it wasn't for that vet bill, yeah, I have to pay for like essential oils to help him with his nails, because his nails was split. That was the reason why I took him to the vet. To pay for his new food, to help with the crystals in his urine. He just had like a bunch of like little minor problems that I need to take care of, but I didn't take him to the vet for like an entire year because I got so discouraged by my previous vet visits. I just didn't want to deal with any vets again. So I finally took him to the vet 2 days ago, and I got some great information and great results, and I think I'm in the process of switching him to a raw diet. I think that's down the road. I think it's better for the cat. And what else? Yeah, that's for my cat. So trying to exercise him more, and he'll be healthier. I remember seeing this t-shirt online that says, I work hard so my cat can have a better life. I need that t-shirt. That's really why I push myself so hard, because of the vet bills. If it wasn't for the vet bills, I would be purchasing a couple of decks that I'm current to feed my decklist addiction. But no, vet bills, man. Hashtag vet bills. But yeah, okay. I think that's enough babble. I better film the other videos before I run out of steam. That's it for now. Just my vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna publish this. I just feel like talking about it. But yeah, see you soon.